Alright, so we are good to go. I do not know if chat works, so if anyone wants to send anything, that would be awesome. We'll be able to go from there. I'm gonna start a new game here. Give everyone the chance who maybe hasn't played this game. It's pretty old, as you're about to find out. Ah, so here we are. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Canticle of Threnodies 8:13. Sounds very familiar, I'm sure.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it.
Oops. Yeah, NBD.
They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn.
About as attractive as they look. A little less, if I'm gonna be honest. A little less.
They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
Sucks to be Dwarven. You had no warning. You were the warning to everyone else.
Until the Grey Wardens came.
Came as if they just...
Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed.
Gotta admit, they're pretty bitchin'. That was less bitchin'.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten.
Hey
We are
Duncan,
few
my
now,
homie.
and our warnings have been ignored for too long.
Yeah. What an unappreciative audience he had.
It may even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
If you read the novel and you know Duncan's backstory, all of this, like, posturing and, like, cool guy stuff that he does, so funny. So funny. Okay, So, for those of you who are listening, the background you select will determine which of 6 distinct opening stories you play through. It also affects how characters respond to you throughout the game. I will say, I don't care about which gender we choose, or race. I just need to be a mage or a rogue. If we pick dwarf, I have to do rogue, because dwarfs can't be mages. You'll figure it out. Okay. There we are, and female. For those of you who missed the intro, we're now choosing different races here. I generally choose Mage or Rogue because I'm awful at everything else, but that's me. I also like being a Mage because this means I can chase Cullen. It's very important, you'll find out. He runs very quickly. That said, City Elf is also a very interesting path, so for those of you who are potentially not that invested in the Mage thing, it's probably too late now. It's definitely too late now. Okay, wait, previous, I should probably read this one. So, I've chosen a female elf mage, which means wielding a power as dangerous as it is potent. You know that magic is a curse for those lacking the will to control it. You anxiously await your harrowing, the one chance to prove yourself against the demons lurking without and within. Succeed or be slaughtered by the knights who ward against your kind. So you reside within the circle of magi. You will find out about them soon. We have presets. They're a thing. I won't fuss around with character creation too much, because I just kind of... You'll find quickly that in this game none of it quite shows up the way it should. Just because, like, you know, it's an old game, so... I like intense lip color because I'm a madman. That's my job. To be absolutely insane. Nope, that's the other one. Oh, hate that. I like that one. We're going with that one. Naturally, I liked the first one. I'm gonna be predictable and inevitably end up choosing something with braids. Oops, something with braids. Here we come. Maybe something short with braids. Nope, that's just straight up bald. Okay, those are pretty cute. I like this one. It is the most adorable, and therefore we're choosing it. No bias. Nope, not what I said to do. There you go. And I will assure you that none of the rest of this matters. Eye color is just one endless stream. The background means nothing. We're gonna dally with it anyway. And I'm going to force us all
Charmed.
to deal with
How do you do?
either that one or this one.
Charmed.
That one.
Charmed.
I should probably just do quick play. There it is.
On a cliff overlooking the dark waters of
These
Lake
graphics.
Calenhad stands the tower fortress that is home to the Circle of Magi. This tower is the only place in Ferelden where mages may study their art among others of their kind. Within the high stone walls, the Circle practices its magic and trains apprentices in the proper use of their powers. But the Circle Tower is as much a prison as a refuge. The ever-vigilant Templars of the Chantry watch over all mages, constantly alert for any sign of corruption. This gilded cage is the only world you know. Found to be sensitive to magic at a young age, you were torn from your family and grafted here as an apprentice.
Grafted, as painful as it sounds. Seems like it. That's
Now,
Cullen.
That
No, too late.
apprenticeship is nearly over. All that remains is the final
There he is.
test, the Harrowing.
Magic exists to serve man, and never to rule over him.
You're gonna hear that a lot.
Thus spoke the prophet Andraste as she cast down the Tevinter Imperium, ruled by mages who had brought the world to the edge of ruin. Your magic is a gift, but it's also a curse. For demons of the Dream Realm, the Fade, are drawn to you, and seek to use you as a gateway into this world.
Definitely a good choice to get
This
with the
is
bond.
why the harrowing exists. The ritual sends you into the Fade, and there you will face a demon, armed with only your will.
And we are gonna go with... What happens if I cannot defeat the demon?
It will turn you into an abomination, and the Templars will be forced to slay you. This is Lyrium, the very essence of magic, and your gateway into the Fade.
The harrowing is a secret out of necessity, child. Every mage must go through this trial by fire. As we succeeded, so shall you. Keep your wits about you, and remember the Fade is a realm of dreams. The spirits may rule it, but your own will is real.
The apprentice must go through this test alone, first in chapter. You are ready.
Like you know, dude. Not ominous at all. Ah, the tutorial view. Oh, today it's decided to work. I tested it yesterday and it did not like me. Nope. Okay. Codex updated already. That would be over here. Yes. All of it's going to be in there. Current quests, codex. I will not subject you to this. I can pretty much explain everything to you. Because I'm a nerd. And I love Dragon Age. That said, because I said that, now I'm going to screw everything up. It's going to be really important. Disturbing statue indeed. Huh. Charmed. Vase of healing. Well, I don't know that I need it, but... Oh. Take all. Need to open the inventory screen. So fun. I haven't played this game in literal years. Yeah. I can't wear the blood dragon plate, so you're just gonna have to calm down. Well, that was dumb. Why would I do that? Okay. We're gonna put healing there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. You would think that would make more sense there, so we're gonna put it there. And now we're in a combat situation. You can't see it yet, but there's an enemy down here. So. It's a little clunkier as a mage. Not gonna lie, you've been warned. There he is. And now I can pick the spell of my choice and end him.
Of course. And so I shall. Of course. Of course. Oh, it has the blood on me.
Let's see. I didn't get hurt too badly. Charming. This is the Fade. You can tell because it says it on the map right there, but I'm telling you anyway. Just remember this particular moment because it's going to be me all the time. Much better than just running up and punching it, which is what I did last time because I am an adult. Anyway, it's a charming place. Pretty sure they have like a condo association or something, I don't know. Ah, yes.
Someone else thrown to the wolves, as fresh and unprepared as ever. It isn't right that they do this, the Templars. Not to you, me, anyone.
You're talking rat.
You think you're really here? In that body? You look like that because you think you do. It's always the same. But it's not your fault. You're in the same boat I was, aren't you? Allow me to welcome you to the Fade. You can call me, well, Mouse.
Not your real name, I take it?
No. I don't remember anything from before. The Templars kill you if you take too long, you see. They figure you failed, and they don't want something getting out. That's what they did to me, I think. I have no body to reclaim, and you don't have much time before you end up the same.
And we have... How long do I have exactly? That's not going to happen to me. I'm sorry for what happened. I'm gonna say I'm sorry for what happened.
Don't waste time with that talk. You don't want to end up like this. There's something here, contained, just for an apprentice like you. You have to face the creature, a demon, and resist it. If you can. That's your way out. Or your opponents, if the Templars wouldn't kill you. A test for you. A tease for the creatures of the Fade.
Let's see. Anything can die, I doubt it's as simple as that.
You would be a fool to just attack everything you see. What you face is powerful, cunning. There are others here, other spirits. They will tell you more, maybe help. If you can believe anything you see, I'll follow, if that's all right. My chance was long ago, but you may have a way out.
You have a lovely sleeve, my good sir. That brocade, gorgeous.
A dangerous spirit is not far. Don't go near it unless you're ready to fight.
Well, I'm certainly something. Plot helpers are markers on your current map that indicate where you need to go to progress your active quest. That would be helpful if I could figure out what was going on.
It is dangerous to be out in the open like this. Not that hiding helps much in the Fade.
Thank you, Mousy. Let's see, there's no need to follow me.
Oh, it's no trouble. I've helped a few other people. I can help you. It's difficult to just hide when another apprentice is in the Fade.
Yes. That was a really strange pause right before I helped. How have you survived here for so long?
I missed my chance. So I became small. Unnoticeable. I hide from the bigger things. Learn from the smaller things. There are places you can hide where the shadows go on forever. You stay there long enough, and the shadows begin to creep inside of you. I don't know how long it's been. Forever, maybe.
Yeah, that's alarming. Let's see. The Templars simply killed you?
That is what happens to the physical bodies of apprentices who fail. They'd kill every mage if they could. All the Templars see in magic is danger. And they don't just use the Harrowing. If you learn a little too much, they'll label you a blood mage and kill you on sight. True mages like you know that the power you hold is a gateway to greater things. A potential they can never hope to contain.
Yeah, you sound a little... You're getting a little crazy, Mouse.
Am I? I'm sorry. There are people who don't go to the Circle of Magi, you know. Who don't obey the Templars. They are hunted, but at least they're free. You don't want to lose yourself here. Being nothing would be easier than this.
Let's see, that's horrible.
Yes. Horrible. You'll find out for yourself soon enough. Maybe you'll say the same thing to yourself one day.
Oh, charming. Really, you're quite nice.
It is dangerous to be out in the open like this.
No one's asking
Not
you.
that hiding helps much in the Fade.
Why make us... Is there no way to help you get out of here?
Out of the Fade? I don't know. I don't have a body waiting for me. It's not something I try to think about. Stay here too long and it's like being adrift. Pieces of you float away.
Well,
Until you're not even a memory.
let's see. At one point I mentioned the Rite of Tranquility. It is another option. It basically turns you... It's like a magic lobotomy. So... You get really complacent, except you don't have any magic anymore. It's terrifying. So our answer to this one is that won't happen to me.
Brave words. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's just get you out of here.
And pretty much everything he has to tell you after this is things I can tell you. This place, quite charming, very nice. This is an on-fire trash can. Could be a nursery. Who's attacking me? Yes, Mousy, I hear you. Yes.
Of course.
Now let's go take a peek at this little place up here. It should be twisted structure.
Of course.
The Black City. Yes. So we will take all of that. Now we have 6 of those. Who's it? Excuse you.
Another spirit this way. It never seemed equal to its name to me.
Oh.
Another mortal thrown into the flames and left to burn, I see. Your mages have devised a cowardly test. Better you were pitted against each other to prove your mettle with skill, than to be sent unarmed against a demon.
It's clearly a Templar. That's the weirdest part right here. So we have... I agree, but I didn't have a choice.
Indeed. The choice and the fault lies with the mages who sent you here.
I don't think they had a choice either.
That you remain means you have not yet defeated your hunter. I wish you a glorious battle to come.
Thank you. Do you create all these weapons?
They are brought into being by my will. I understand that in your world, mages are the only ones who can will things into being. Those mortals who cannot must lead such hollow, empty lives?
It's kind of rude. Would one of these weapons affect the demon?
Without a doubt. In this realm, everything that exists is the expression of a thought. Do you think these blades be steel? The staves be wood? Do you believe they draw blood? A weapon is a single need for battle, and my will makes that need reality. Do you truly desire one of my weapons? I will give one to you, if you agree to duel me first. Valor shall test your mettle as it should be tested.
I am going to do willpower and see what happens. It seems you would prefer to kill me yourself.
How dare you accuse me? I am no demon preying upon helpless mortals to steal their essence. I am a being of honor and valor. I am a warrior.
Let's see, so it's then prove it, help me fight the demon, or so you challenge helpless mortals to duels. I'm gonna go then prove it, help me fight the demon.
You are insolent. But your will is unquestionably strong. Very well, mortal. You prove to me that you possess the strength to resist this demon. Go, prove your worth as you must. I am confident you will succeed.
Nice. Alright, we got Valor's staff here. We're gonna equip that. Bet you it's gonna stop existing. Once I leave the Fade. Rude. But you know. It's something.
You have Valor's star. There is nothing else I can do for you.
Okay. Well, I guess that's that then. True, I guess I should probably do those sorts of things, like save. Well, thank heavens it did it for me then. Really, this is quite a place. It's so nice. Oh, no, 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 nope, nope. Stop 1 second. You startled me. I wasn't prepared. That's how this works now. Well, I should probably use 2 since you're right here. Got startled.
What a mess.
Quite a mess indeed.
It is dangerous to be out in the open like this. Not that hiding helps much. Because they're sadistic bastards, that's
why make us face a demon?
And I'm not talking about demons. Everyone must face the Harrowing because there's a small chance a mage might become possessed and become an abomination. Thrown to the mercy of a demon when you're at your weakest. For the safety of all.
Why don't they prepare us better for this fight?
They don't want you prepared. If you can resist it when forced like this, you can do it any time. It's either that or they turn you into a freak. A tranquil who can't be possessed, but who also can't feel anything. Ever. The circle is a prison. You have choices between joining and suffering various deaths of body or spirit. Remember that.
He's not totally wrong. Let's keep moving.
I'm ready if you are. Be cautious. There is another spirit here. Not the one hunting you, but still.
Ah, yes.
So, you are the mortal being hunted. And the small one, is he to be a snack for me?
I don't like this. He's not going to help us. We should go.
No matter. The demon will get you eventually. And perhaps there will even be scraps left.
If you listen closely, you can hear an echo of what he says underneath what he says, just enough to unnerve you for the rest of your days. It's important, you see. Let's see here. Nope. Just making sure everything is as it should be. And it is not showing me chat windows. Perfect. I gave it the instructions to show me the chat box, and it doesn't, which is why I haven't answered anything you said, Sam. Yeah, I don't know why people praise the gameplay so much. It is quite clunky. Mage robes are always very hideous. You are correct. He is definitely a creep. They look like giant snail cells, and yeah, here we are. This is the joy and wonder. I have to troubleshoot that chat window because obviously it's not doing what it's supposed to do, which I would never know if you hadn't said anything. So thank you. Maybe it's just not on the right layer. We'll tinker with it later. I will pop in periodically to see that. So let's see. The demon will eventually get you. Perhaps there will be scraps left. Yeah, let's not intimidate him now with why wait for scraps. Come get some now. What do you know about this demon? What kind of spirit are you?
It's a demon. Maybe even more powerful than the one chasing after you.
You would say that.
Gone. Surely you have better things to do than bother sloth, mortal. I tire of you already.
Sloth the Porky Bear. I need help defeating a demon.
You have a very nice staff. Why would you need me? Go. Use your weapon, since you have earned it. Be valorous.
He looks powerful. It might be possible that he could teach you to be like him.
Like me? You mean teach the mortal to take this form? Why? Most mortals are too attached to their forms to learn the change. You, on the other hand, little one, might be a better student. You let go of the human form years ago.
I don't think I'd make a very good bear. How would I hide?
Hiding doesn't solve anything. We need to face our fears. You could help me fight the demon, and as I thought you were here to help, but you're just a coward. I mean, that's rude. Accurate, but rude. I'm gonna go with 2. Be a little nicer, a little gentler to the creep. You know how it is.
It's true. I am quite powerful in this form, and I wish to be.
I welcome the opportunity, if it is my choice. The mages in the tower are quick to volunteer others, as you well know.
Good job that I didn't call him a coward then.
I'll try to be a bear, if you'll teach me.
That's nice. But teaching is so exhausting. Away with you now.
I told you he wasn't going to help us.
Let's see. Mouse wants to learn. Teach him.
You wish to learn my form, little one?
Oh, I can't wait to lose all these riddles.
I have a challenge for your friend. Answer 3 riddles correctly, and I will teach you. Fail, and I will devour you both. The decision is yours.
I don't know riddles that well.
Indeed not. Amusement is difficult to come by, and I shall take it in the place of a meal, if I can.
I'm not sure I want to provide him with either.
I forget what the riddles are. Let's save before we came over here. I accept your challenge.
Well, this gets more and more promising. My first riddle is this. I have seas with no water, Coasts with no sand, towns without people, mountains without land. What am I?
A map! I just said I was bad at riddles.
Let's move on. The second riddle. I'm rarely touched, but often held. If you have wit, you'll use me well. What am I?
My tongue?
Yes, your witty tongue. Fair
This
enough.
never happens to me.
One more try, shall we? Often will I speak.
30 minutes more. 30 minutes is good.
An entire eve. But alas, you won't remember me. What am I?
Often I spin a tale, never will I charge a fee. I'll muse you to an entire eve, but last you won't remember me. What am I? A dream?
You are correct.
Wow,
Rather apropos here in Fade, no?
that was that
But
then.
you've won my challenge and proven yourself an amusing distraction. So, I shall teach you my form. Now, listen carefully.
Like this? Am I a bear? It feels heavy.
Close enough. Go then, and defeat your demon, or whatever you intend to do. I grow weary of your mortal prattling.
Powers of magic are significant, but can be uncontrollable. Mages have access to spells like Fireball that affect a whole area. Spells are useful against groups. They are also indiscriminate and will harm friend and foe alike. Except on easy difficulty, party members take no damage from friendly fire. I can now take control of this character by left-clicking on them. Nah, I'm fine with that. I can control how they do things. I have a feeling I'm going to regret teaching him to be a bear, but, yeah. Kind of in a long-term sort of way.
Attacked by a shawl.
Those are healing things. Oh yes, I guess I could try weaken. I haven't done that before. Well, I didn't realize there were quite so many of you. Okay. There. Completely went absentee on mouse there for a second. I guess we'll let him heal a little. You have anything nice to say to me yet?
You have Valor's
Nope.
star. There is nothing else I can do.
Thought you were gonna be proud of me for kicking some wolf butt. Spirit wolf. You know how it is. Let's see. Any other messages I should be aware of? Yes, the one time in DA you want to see a bear. I know, I said bad at riddles, and then got them all. I just normally am. Okay. Much like Hawk is horrible at walking. And he's the only one stepping in any of the bear traps.
There
None of the
is a
bears do.
spirit of rage.
Well. Can we talk to the spirit? It's probably fine.
And so it comes to me at last. Soon I shall see the land of the living with your eyes, creature. You shall be mine, body and soul.
Oh no, thank you. Let's see. 2 against 1. You really want to fight us both? Let's see, and then... We'll do that one.
Amusing. Have you not told it of our arrangement, Mouse?
Douchebag.
We don't have an arrangement. Not anymore.
Oh. And after all those wonderful meals we have shared, now suddenly the mouse has changed the rules?
I'm not a mouse now, and soon I won't have to hide. I don't need to bargain with you.
We shall see.
Soon you won't have to hide. I wonder why.
So I shall.
This is gonna be a problem. Didn't realize you weren't healing yourself, man. I kind of expected you were. Let's get rid of you, shall we? Yes, quite.
You did it. You actually did it. When you came, I hoped that maybe you might be able to, but I never really thought any of you were worthy.
The ones you betrayed before me, what were their names?
What? They were not as promising as you. It was a long time ago.
Thought none of us were worthy.
I don't remember their names. I don't even remember my own name. It's the Fade, and the Templars killing me, like they tried with you.
Let's see, so what is it you think you can get from me?
You defeated a demon. You completed your test. With time, you will be a master enchanter with no equal.
Shameless
And
flattery.
maybe there's hope in that for someone as small and as forgotten as me. If you want to help, there may be a way for me to leave here, to get a foothold outside. You just need to want to let me in.
Doesn't this sound like the... Yeah. Let's see. I'm starting to think the other demon wasn't my test.
What? What do you... Of course it was. What else is here that could harm an apprentice of your potential? You are a smart one.
Simple killing is a warrior's job. The real dangers of the Fade are preconceptions, careless trust, pride.
Ah, you are quite tall, my good sir.
Keep your wits about you, Mage. True tests never end.
Charmed. Seriously, though. Kirkwall needs to look at his bear problem. It does. Oh, right, sorry. Joan says, are you alright? Say something, please. He's... like this.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. They carried you in this morning. I didn't even realize you'd been gone all night. I've heard about apprentices who never come back from Harrowings. Is it really that dangerous? What was it like?
Well, we're friends, but don't ask this. You know I can't tell you. It was harrowing. I'm gonna go with it. It was harrowing. The rest aren't even real
Is that
questions.
why they don't tell us what it's about? I know I'm not supposed to know, but we're friends. Just a little hint and I'll stop asking, I promise.
Patience, you'll go through it soon enough.
And now you get to move to the nice mage's quarters upstairs. I'm stuck here and I don't know when they'll call me for my harrowing.
Let's see. They'll summon you to the test when you're ready.
I've been here longer than you have. Sometimes I think they just don't want to test me.
Doesn't everyone go through a harrowing?
The Tranquil never go through a harrowing. You do the harrowing, the rite of tranquility, or you die. That's what happens.
Let's see, what's the rite of tranquility? We'll have him explain it.
You've seen the Tranquil around the tower, like Owain who runs the stockroom. He's so cold. No, not even cold. There's just nothing in him. It's like he's dead but still walking. His voice, his eyes are lifeless.
Let's see. I think you're reading too much into it. What do they do to him? What do they do
He's
to
been
him?
made tranquil. I don't know how they do it exactly, but you're cut off from the Fade. It takes away your magic abilities, along with your dreams and emotions.
Let's see. See how awful. No emotions, how that's possible.
The Fade is the dream realm. Maybe it's a side effect of being cut off from the Fade. No dreams, no emotions? Apprentices can ask to be made tranquil if they fear the harrowing, but the Circle also forces tranquility on those they feel are weak, and sometimes they force it upon apprentices they think might be too dangerous as mages. I shouldn't waste your time with this. I was supposed to tell you to see Irving as soon as you woke up.
What for?
He didn't tell me. About the harrowing, I'd guess, but you never know with Irving. You'd better not keep him waiting. We can speak later.
Bye, Joan. Bye forever, my stupid, stupid bastard. Every time you gain a level, your character gains new abilities and improved statistics. Left click on the plus button next to your character's portrait to level up. I see. Oh, cool. Look at that. Strength, dexterity. It's a measure of agility, reflexes, and balance. Improves the character's chances to hit, making the character more likely to dodge incoming blows. Use the damage dealt by piercing weapons, daggers, and arrows. Let's see. Willpower, magic, cunning. Cunning determines how well a character learns and reasons. Most skills such as herbalism or combat tactics require a quick mind to master. Constitution. Well, we should probably take that. Just a little bit of constitution. Just the accuracy of melee attacks. There we are. And I can learn more spells. We have Rock Armor, Winter's Grasp, Lightning, and Arcane Shield. Let's see. I'm gonna go with... Ooh, what's that? Heroic Offense. Healing. I should probably do healing. That seems like a good idea.
Did you hear anything? Is she all right? Is she awake?
Why do you care? Are you best friends now?
I'm just curious. That Templar, Cullen, said it was the quickest, cleanest harrowing he'd ever seen. He says she's very talented and very brave.
Well, he would, wouldn't he?
I just know I'll be terrified when my time comes. Like Wendell was. He'd throw up every day for the next week just thinking about it.
Right here, catty little bitch. Sure, Buckle of the Winds. Sounds like something.
I wonder when I'll get to go for my harrowing.
Well, this already looks harrowing. I don't know about living in this place. Oof. Look at all those mages, and there's 4 tubs. And you know, Wendell throwing up for a week means one of the toilets is just completely and there's like 20 people in here. This is nuts. Who does this? And I'm probably late, but bye, Sam. Wouldn't it be lovely if this actually displayed the way it was supposed to? Wouldn't it be? Just charming. Anyway, I will have to tinker with that later. It's very important to me that I find Cullen.
Lovely.
Someone's always watching. I swear it's like the walls have eyes. Shh.
That's a Templar. Dude, no one's even watching you. I guess I occasionally climb on the table. Not a big deal. Yep, more of the mage's quarters. It's just really important to me that I harass slash flirt with Cullen. Private documents, you say? List of household accounts and expenditures over time, useful for merchants negotiating contracts and some other stuff. I'll take it in case I ever have a need for it. I'll take everything. I'm insatiable that way. Sure. Blank paper. Called vellum. It's fine.
You must control the fire with your will. Keep the flames steady. We don't want it sputtering and leaping about. That's what causes most of the injuries.
Injuries? But...
Steady. It reacts to your emotions. If you panic, it will... No. Breathe. You know, in my experience, flint and tinder works just as well. Maybe we should start with that.
Maybe we shouldn't be doing that in the library. I don't know, radical thought.
Do you remember what the chantry says about magic?
Magic must serve man, and not rule over him.
Very good. And what do you think that means? Can anyone tell me?
Hey!
No, that's not what it means.
It means that magic should be used to help people, but we can't use our magic to force people to do what we want.
That's right. We should not abuse the gift the Maker has given us.
Yes, do tell that to all the children you've kidnapped. Quite charming, really.
Gerda told me the Templars watch us while we bathe. I hope that's not true.
I mean, it'd be kind of hard for them to do that without you noticing.
Have you ever seen an abomination?
Does your mentor give you lots of homework too?
The Templars scare me. They always look so mean.
Well, they should feel bad, because you're cute.
Aren't the children just precious?
Yes, the children... Oh, you're a mage, so never mind. You are allowed to love children that have been kidnapped because you were one of them.
With all my power behind that spell, you would have been obliterated. I am not your enemy. Fear is your enemy. It is a weakness that can be exploited. Should you face a demon with your will wavering so, it would consume you. Is that what you want? No? Then stand firm and know you can resist whatever I throw at you.
Yeah, I think you're just giving him anxiety.
How does it feel to be done with the harrowing? I wonder when I'll get to go for my harrowing.
I feel like I missed Cullen, and I'm very sad.
Did you hear the rumor about someone being a blood mage?
Really, guys, have done better to talk about, do you?
Congratulations on your test.
Thank you! Random person. I can walk, I swear. I hope Cullen's on this floor. It's really important to me. Nope, just a Wayne.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you? The stockroom is not a shop. Your mentor should have clarified this. The stockroom stores components used in magical and alchemical experiments. Do you require something? I voluntarily submitted to the rite of tranquility. I was unwilling to undergo the harrowing. I find this state agreeable.
I see. What is it like not having emotions?
I see the world with clarity. I remember the days when my mind was filled with inconvenient and seething emotions.
Inconvenient.
Now things are simple.
Oh, what happened during the Rite of Tranquility?
I was ordered to never speak of it. I cannot go against the Circle's wishes.
What was becoming tranquil like?
It is difficult to describe. I would perhaps compare it to being plunged into a pool of ice-cold water.
And now you are no longer a person. It just feels very rude to say that to Owain, and I can't bring myself to do it.
Very well. Goodbye.
If you want something from the stockroom, you must speak to Owain.
Today I shall be making more potions to send to the mages at Ostergar.
Notice that only tranquil mages are allowed to work at the stockroom?
Good day.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. The stockroom stores components used in magical and alchemical experiments. Very well. Goodbye.
Yes. Wow.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom
knife,
of magical
yes.
items. Do you find my greeting disagreeable? I apologize, but I am not inclined to change it. Do you need something?
I don't need
Very
anything.
well. Goodbye.
I was just curious if I could possibly antagonize you a little. I'm mean like that. Despite being nice, yes.
Hello. I don't believe we've met. Are you new to the Circle?
I've grown up here. Are you daft? I've seen you in here many times.
I'm sorry. There are so many of you, and I get confused. Not to mention, these old eyes are starting to go.
Everyone makes mistakes.
You're too kind. I'm old and about to fall apart. Nothing in the world can fix that.
Magic could.
Not any magic I'd be caught doing. Anyway, did you need something?
I think I should go. That's... So there is something that can help him, we just won't, because it's...
That's not likely. But John I think someone's here to speak to you, Senior Torren.
Well then.
And so I shall.
4 schools magic. Interesting, yes.
Hello. Were you looking for something?
What were you talking to that other mage about?
Oh, the fraternities. Groups of mages with a common agenda. I think we should all be isolationists. Stay in some remote mountain town far away from the mundanes who hate us.
If we run away, they'll never learn not to fear us.
They'll never learn that. They don't want to. I'd go hide alone in the wilds if I could. But you know they just brand me an apostate and hunt me down. There is no leaving the Circle. It's till death do us part. Romantic, isn't it?
Apostate?
If you leave the Circle, you become an apostate. And the punishment for leaving is death. Pretty grim, huh?
There must be mages who aren't part of a circle.
I've heard of hedge witches who've managed to survive on their own, eluding the circle for a lifetime.
He's just like staring at
If the Templars
densifies over
discover
here.
them, well, you know what happens. Then there are stories about the Dalish elf clans having great magic. But who knows what's truth and what's fiction when it comes to the Dalish?
And who are you?
I'm Njal, a mage just like you. I've seen you around, haven't I? I must have.
I can't stay to chat.
Alright, have a good day.
You probably just didn't notice me. And there's Senior Enchanter Doran. Doran.
Hello. Congratulations on your harrowing last night. Good work.
Tell me about the fraternities.
They're found in all circles throughout Thedas. Groups of enchanters who hold similar viewpoints, who band together to make their voices heard. The most influential fraternity are the Equitarians. They are moderates and believe in a code of conduct that all mages should adhere to. Then there are the Chantry apologists, the Loyalists. The Chantry says something and they follow it to the letter. The Lucrosians just want to make money, and the Isolationists would like us all to be hermits and live on an island. Then of course there are the Libertarians. They want more power for the Circle, more autonomy.
Which do you belong to?
Well, if I had to, I'd say I was an Equitarian, but I ducked out of the fray a long time ago.
That would make you an
Most of the
isolationist.
senior enchanters are Equitarians. Irving, Wynne, Sweeney. Ulrid's a Libertarian, and a loud one at that. Mages have enough opposition from the outside without tearing our circles apart with infighting. But what can you do?
Giving up doesn't help anyone.
An idealist, I see. Well, if you're going to change the world, you should get started immediately. Lots of world to cover.
Ugh, mood. You're so right, Torn. You're so right.
As you desire.
History of the Circle. We can read about these things if we wish to bore ourselves to tears. The Codex is a lot more readable in Dragon Age 2, I'll be perfectly honest with you. Do I collect everything in it anyway? Yes. 4 schools of magic. A section of books appears to be missing. Bear that in mind. We have Primal Creation. The Hierarchy of the Circle. I guess those are the only 2 schools of magic I am allowed to know about. Per the Circle. I do not remember which room I came out of. We're gonna find out. Oh, well, quite nice. Quite nice, these little quarters. I wonder if I could take your stuff without you getting mad. Take it. Well, you didn't seem to notice, so I'm gonna go with that's fine.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't hear you come in. I'm sorry. I'm terribly busy right now. I have to prepare the room before the Grey Warden is done at his meeting with Irving.
There's a Grey Warden here?
Yes. Duncan, his name is. He must be here to talk to Irving about something important. You know, I almost became a Grey Warden once.
Really?
There were several of us chosen, though the Grey Wardens only wanted one recruit. They only ever have one mage, you see. I think they thought I was the best candidate, but I was young and foolish, and I said I wasn't interested. They picked someone else instead, and that was that. I've regretted it ever since. Oh well, I should get back to my work.
Poor dear, I feel quite bad for him, honestly. Well, 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 what have we here? I will take it, because I am a bad person, and I enjoy taking things that aren't mine. Charm of Still Waters. I'm not even equipping anything, I'm just running around and taking everything that's not nailed down. And this girl just watched me do it. Guy?
Ah, there you are. You are to be moved out of the apprentices' dormitory, and these are to be your new quarters.
So me taking everything was
Tranquil
fine.
will move your belongings this afternoon. Go on, make yourself comfortable.
The Tranquil, like they're a hive. I suppose they are.
Everyone's so happy for you.
I mean, the room is definitely better. It looks like you have your own... Get your own vanity. I think that's your toilet. Yes. Wash basin? Anyway, this could be worse. Granted, you still share the hall with 4 people, so if you throw up for a week, everyone will
Irving
know.
wants to see you. Get going.
But, you know, could be worse. Where is Cullen? It's essential to me. Aha! There's my boy.
Oh, hello. I'm glad to see your harrowing went smoothly.
Why are you stuttering?
What? I'm fine. I'm just glad you're all right, you know?
Let's see. Would you really have struck me down, or I knew I would not fail my harrowing? Let's see, would you really have struck me down?
I would have felt terrible about it. But I serve the Chantry and the Maker, and I will do as I am commanded.
Let's see. Maybe we could go elsewhere and continue our discussion? Eyebrows?
Elsewhere? What do you mean?
I've seen the way you look at me.
Oh, my goodness. If you're saying what I think, well, that would be really inappropriate, and... Ooh, I couldn't. I should go.
This man can run. He is in full armor. Look at this. He is just at a full sprint. You lose him immediately when he goes through those doors. I know, because this is not the first time I've done this to this poor innocent man. He wants nothing more than to do his job, and I want nothing more than to embarrass him. It's very important to me, vitally important to me, as a human being, to do this.
Ah, it's great to see you. It's always sad when an apprentice fails the harrowing.
Yes, it is, because they died. You can say that. Health poultices. I've acquired a health poultice. Instantly restore some of your health. To use a poultice, drag it to... Yes. Whatever you say.
You're not going to keep the first enchanter waiting, are you?
I am. I live here.
Ah, this is infuriating. Another batch destroyed. Say, have you seen Owain? Is he in the stockroom?
Yes, I just spoke to him. Why would he be anywhere else?
Well, I don't know. He might have gone to the privy. The Tranquil still function like us. Mostly. I hope he still has some cinnabar lying around. When I asked last week, he said he was running out.
Oh, get you some cinnabar. You and I can be friends. We can talk about Tranquils uncomfortably together.
I'd avoid Leora if I were you. She's been rather testy lately.
Why?
Who knows? I'm not going to ask her why she's irritable. Women hate those kind of questions.
Smart man. Smart man, he is not wrong. Generally asking anyone why they're irritable is going to make them upset, but like, you know, Lenora seems like an extra lot like that kind of, you know?
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist?
What's it for?
The stockroom stores components used in magical and...
Oh, I
Very
guess we're
well.
not allowed to...
Goodbye.
Fine. I was gonna ask Owain, but... I was gonna do that man a solid, but... I guess I'll just do my job instead. Rude, really. No weapons. I have an apprentice cowl. Is that any different? Oh, it looks horrible. Please get that off my head. Willpower. Defense. I'm gonna need that. Let's see. It's a leather health poultice. Yep, we're good. Yeah, I don't have any flasks. I can make Mabari Crunch, but I don't have a Mabari. So that would not be useful. I think he's here? Yes, this is him.
Many have already gone to Ostagar. Wynne, Aldred, and most of the senior mages. We've committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own? Since when have you felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor? Or are you afraid to let the mages out from under Chantry supervision, where they can actually use their maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please. Irving, someone is here to see you.
First enchanter?
If it isn't our new sister in the circle. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is she.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
I hate it when dads fight.
Well, then, where was I?
Didn't go
yes.
far.
This is Duncan of the Grey Wardens.
A Grey Warden in the tower.
Grey Wardens go wherever duty sends them.
You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the King's army at Ostagar.
Who are we fighting?
The Darkspawn threat grows in the south. We need all the help we can get.
What do you mean?
The power you mages wield is an asset to any army. Your spells are very effective against large groups of mindless Darkspawn. I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another blight.
Sounds bad.
Duncan, you worry the poor girl with talk of blights and Darkspawn. This is a happy day for her.
We live in troubled times, my friend.
We should seize moments of levity, especially in troubled times. The Harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim. You are officially a mage within the circle of magi.
That's not really a happy thing. My leash, you mean?
Now, child, it's not that bad.
I'm sorry, what is this phylactery?
Blood is taken from all apprentices when they first come to the tower, and is preserved in special vials.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the Circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them.
Let's see. I want to be nice to Irving because he's like a dad. You know, that I'm done being cheeky. So I'll say... What happens now? It's a good compromise.
Patience, child. You have been through an ordeal. Let us not rush things. It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours.
I prefer to talk now.
Impetuousness is ever the province of youth, I see.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child?
Does Duncan not know where his quarters are? He doesn't. I'm gonna ask anyway, I'm gonna be cheeky.
Being difficult, are we? You are an apprentice no longer. I expect you to set a good example.
Then I will be happy to escort him.
The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
If you're getting divorced, just promise to tell me.
Don't dawdle.
Duncan, you get to watch me ransack things. You are so fast. Why do you think for a moment this is actually like...
Thank you for walking with me. I'm glad for the company.
Let's see. I wanted to talk to you a little more.
Yes? What about?
Why were Irving and Gregor arguing about the war?
It is not my place to comment.
Ah. Please, I'd like to know.
As I said, it is not my place.
Ugh. Can you tell me about the Darkspawn?
A horde has formed within the Korkari Wilds in the south. If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde.
That sounds ominous.
Darkspawn do attack the surface in ragtag bands, but archdemons are capable of rallying the Darkspawn, turning them into an unstoppable force. A horde of Darkspawn, a veritable army. It is dire news indeed. I fear this is what we will have to face.
And the king is mustering an army to beat back this threat?
Yes. Perhaps it will be enough if we play our cards right.
Thought the Darkspawn were destroyed in the last blight.
We can't seem to eradicate them completely. Somehow they always come back.
I've heard about Darkspawn sightings, but an entire horde?
They usually move around in small groups, but there are always more of them, lurking underground, biding their time.
Let's be off. I'd rather not think about it.
Avoiding a problem does not make it disappear. The Darkspawn are a real threat we cannot ignore. But standing around talking solves nothing. Let us go.
Is there anything else I actually can say to Duncan?
Shouldn't
Or
we move along? Yes? What about?
I just want to say how honored I am to meet
I am
you.
flattered. I was not expecting quite so warm a reception.
The Grey Wardens are great warriors. I am in awe. I'm gonna flatter him.
Being a Grey Warden is a calling, a sacrifice. Our duty is to battle Darkspawn wherever they appear. We are elves, humans, and dwarves united by this common purpose.
Elves?
Some of our most honored wardens have been elves. The hero, Garahel, the last warden to slay an archdemon, was one such. The Darkspawn threaten everyone. They do not distinguish between the races, and neither should we. Has being an elf in the circle been difficult?
I'm gonna go with yes all the time because I know a lot about the Dragon Age world, and there's at least one person in here calling her a knife ear.
It is hard to change perceptions. I've tried to reason with many, and failed. If one has always seen elves as less than human, it's hard to imagine them as something else.
I'm gonna say I don't care what people think of me, even though the first one is probably true, that it hurts when people talk down to her.
A good attitude, though be careful not to take it too far.
We should continue on our way.
Let's.
Pretty sure this is his quarters. Nope. I live here. These are your quarters. Nope. I'm trying, Duncan. I really am. It's a circle. It's a literal circle. What do they want me to do? Okay. Is it this one? No. This one. Yes.
Escorting me.
Well, but isn't Joey?
I'm glad I caught up to you.
Manifesting in the
Are you done talking
hallway.
with Irving?
Going through another personal crisis?
Very funny. I need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning?
Why are you whispering? It looks very suspicious.
Shh. I just want to make sure we're not overheard. We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here.
You seem a little on edge.
I've been troubled. I'll explain. Come with me, please. We should be safe here.
You realize there's a priest standing right here.
Not a priest. I am merely an initiate.
Wait, I've seen you before.
I often attend to my duties in this chapel. Perhaps that is why I seem familiar.
A few months ago, I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily.
My condolences, Lily. I was beginning to doubt her existence.
I was afraid to tell anyone. Lily was becoming a chantry priest. She's taken vows. Lily's been given to the chantry. She's not allowed to have relations with men. If anyone finds out, we'll both be in trouble.
Well, you can trust me. I won't tell anyone.
Thank you. I knew you'd stand by me.
This part's fine. Great. Get married. Have some kids. Can I go now? That's ridiculous.
There is something else. Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my harrowing? I know why. They're going to make me tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All gone.
Okay, well that does sound terrible.
They'll extinguish my humanity. I'll just be a husk, breathing and existing, but not truly living.
How did you find out about this?
I saw the document on Gregor's table. It authorized the right on Jowan, and Irving had signed it.
It's going to be alright, or why would they do this to you? Why would they do this to you?
There's a rumor about me. People think I'm a blood mage. They think that making me a circle mage will endanger everyone.
Are they right about that?
Of course not. But it's not safe here for me anymore. I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend.
Okay, so you have my word. What do I get out of helping you? But can't you just explain everything to someone? I can't be involved in this art. Like, it's a bad plan. Because, like, if they destroy his phylactery, then what about your phylactery? Are you on the run now, too? If he's on the run, how is he with Lily? Lily's a chantry priest in the circle. Like, it's all very strange. I'm gonna go, I can't be involved in this, even though I know it's futile.
You're just walking away?
It's all right, Jowan. There's always a way. We must have faith. I understand your reluctance, and I can only beg you won't violate our trust.
I'll say nothing of this to anyone.
Our lives depend on your silence. Pretend we never spoke. And if you can find it in your heart, wish us luck and pray for us.
Well, that was interesting.
If you're not going to help, leave me alone.
Forgive Jowan. He can be surly. But why have you returned? Please say you've changed your mind.
I need to talk to you about something, Jowan.
Really? What?
Are you sure they're going to make you tranquil?
Lily wouldn't jest about something like this.
I saw it plain as day. There was no mistake. And Gregor believes he does the Maker's work, keeping the mages in check.
How did you meet Lily?
She was saying the chant of light in the chapel one night while I was walking past. I've heard that chant many times, but I never realized how beautiful the words were until then. I'll never forget that night.
Stop it, you're making me ill. Oh my god. The rumor about you as being a blood mage isn't true, is it?
Of course not. I never used blood magic. I've been sneaking around to meet Lily in secret. Maybe others have seen me and assumed I must be doing something forbidden.
Well,
I
I mean,
suppose we are, but they think it's blood magic, and it isn't.
then let's just tell them the truth. We need to talk to the first enchanter.
Maybe if it were just Irving, he'd spare me. But he has to keep the peace between the Circle and the Chantry. If he stirs up too much trouble, they might replace him. They could wipe out the entire Circle if they wanted. The Chantry abhors blood magic. That's why they're willing to pay attention to this stupid rumor.
Never mind, we can talk later.
Why are you still here? I can't believe you're abandoning me.
I'll just be going then. Diva. I have 1 physical resistance check. Yay! Okay. Inventory. Not what I wanted. Joan believes you and me made tranquil, emotionally neutered with his connection to the fate terminated. Turned to escape his fate. Helping Joan betray the Circle and all it stands for, and you refuse. There may be more you can do for the Circle. Perhaps someone should be told of Joan's plan. Yeah, oof. Pretty steep to tell. I don't want to get Lily in trouble is the thing. You know, Joan's one thing, he's being he's being shifty. Let's see what he has to offer for what I get out of it though.
If you're not going to help, leave me.
Forgive Jowan. He can be surly.
The joy of helping a friend? The satisfaction of knowing you prevented a gross injustice?
The repository holds more than phylacteries. Join us, and the artifacts will be yours for the taking.
Aren't you sick and tired of the Circle running your life? You could get out of here with us.
My phylactery's been taken to Denerim. I'm still trapped.
You'll be out of here and gone before they can even dispatch a messenger to the city. You're talented and clever. You could take your phylactery back from your hunters if you wish. You have so much power. Once you're free, they wouldn't be able to stop you.
I need to think this over.
I suppose that's fair. But please, give us your answers soon. Time is running out.
Gonna be a bad egg. I wonder if I can tell on just Jowan. I can't find the exit. This is not a good omen for me being on the run.
Ah, there you are. I ran into Duncan. You seem to make a good impression. He was pleased to have met you.
Let's see. Duncan and I didn't talk much. Not really, we did.
You should speak to him more if you get the chance. He's a wise and learned man. No, you haven't seen your friend Jowan since this morning, have you?
Sweat. Guess I spoke to him not long ago.
I wanted to know if he was feeling all right. He seemed nervous when I spoke to him. He avoided my gaze and seemed ready to bolt. You wouldn't know what brought about this behavior, would you?
I wanted to talk to you about that actually. I feel like if we just confirm if they're gonna make him tranquil or not. Let's see if we can get there.
Well, I'm here now. Tell me what this is about.
Will I get in trouble if I tell you? Jowan says he's going to be made tranquil.
And I presume his lover Lily told him about this.
Oh.
Yes, I've known for some time. Now, I know Jowan discussed something with you today. What did he say?
He wanted my help to escape, but I refused him. Either one of these is bad. But I feel like this is vaguer and less awful.
So you realize Jowan is breaking the Circle's rules?
It's weird that they didn't give me an out.
I commend your loyalty. If he wishes to destroy his phylactery and escape, help him do it.
What?
I could simply report Jowan to the Templars, but Lily has also broken her vows and must face like consequences.
How do you guys know she broke her vows?
We need irrefutable proof of her crime. The Chantry will stand behind her, claiming she has been framed or is in the thrall of a blood mage. There must be no doubt in their minds that she helped him voluntarily.
Why are you trying to get Lily in trouble?
She is as guilty as Jowan. I refuse to see him suffer while the Chantry shelters her. Every so
that's
often
fair.
we must remind the Chantry their members
Disappointing,
are not
but
as
fair.
perfect as they pretend. Tell Jowan and Lily you will aid them. Help them enter the repository. If that is what they intend, we will catch them red-handed. No one will be able to dispute the severity of their crimes.
That's beyond the call of duty. What's in it for me?
No charge from me is beyond your duty to this circle. Remember your place. You must obey this order. Go. Convince them you will risk all for their cause. I will be outside the repository with a contingent of Templars. Let them see the mischief into which their initiate led our student. Perform well, and your dedication will be rewarded.
That was rather rude, Irving. There are things you can order me to do that I won't do, but I guess this isn't one of them. And after I swore strictest confidence. So much for that. You guys are standing in this corner together.
If you're not going to help, leave me.
Forgive Jowan. He can be surly. But why have you returned? Please say you've changed your mind.
Really? What?
Do you know where your family is?
No, and I don't care. Why?
I was just curious.
I came here a year or so before you did. I must have been 5 or 6 years old. Mother stopped talking to me after I showed signs of magical ability. She wouldn't even look at me. She'd mutter under her breath that I was a demon child and an abomination in the Maker's sight.
That's cruel.
Mother could be cruel, especially if you got on her bad side, which was easy to do. She'd fight with my father, saying that she didn't want that thing, meaning me, in her house. Guess that's what drove him to leave me at the village chantry. I suppose it's just as well.
It probably is.
It's the past.
Let's move on to other
Why are you
things.
still here? I can't believe you're abandoning me.
Let's see. Circumstances are different now. I'm ready to help. Let's see. It's not quite the pledge necessary. I'm curious, though. I want to know.
Thank you. We will never forget this.
So, this had better be a good plan.
I can get us into the repository, but there is a problem. There are 2 locks on the phylactery chamber door. The first enchanter and knight commander each hold 1 key. But it is just a door. There is power enough in this place to destroy all of Ferelden. What's a door to mages?
What if it's a magical door?
We have no choice. We cannot get our hands on both keys. I once saw a rod of fire melt through a lock. You could get one from the stockroom, but Owain doesn't release such things to apprentices.
Let's not waste more time then.
We should stay here. 1 mage at the stockroom will attract less attention, than a mage, an apprentice, and an initiate.
I'll be back soon.
Good luck. Our prayers go with you.
I mean, I could say I'll do all the dirty work, but that's pretty standard now. We've wrapped our minds around that.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
I need a rod of fire.
Rods of fire serve many purposes. Why do you wish to acquire this particular item?
I need the rod to research for my research into burning things.
Here is the form, Request for Rod of Fire. Have it signed and dated by a senior enchanter. I will release a rod to you once I have the signed form.
Can we take anything we need from the stockroom?
It is procedure. I need a senior mage's authorization to release an item. Thank you.
Well, that's going to be interesting. I guess we'll get the one that's hard of sight, since he's not allowed. Where is he? Where is he? Yeah, somehow I feel like Cranky over here isn't going to give it to me. But sure, let's try it.
Yes?
Who are you? What's that door over there?
That leads to the Circle's cavern storerooms. There are caves running through the rock that the Circle is built upon. But of course, you know this.
Can I look inside the cavern?
No, I can't let anyone in there just now.
Why?
There are just things in there that I would prefer to keep safe.
Oh, what things?
Sensitive magical materials and substances, of course. I am in the midst of stock taking, checking inventory, and I can't let anyone in there in case they mess things up. Yes.
So why are you out here and not in there?
Because I am taking a break. I hate the musty smell of caves, and Look, I'll tell you the truth. Just keep it to yourself. There is an infestation of spiders in the caves. I don't know how they got in there, but it's probably my fault. I was promoted to senior enchanter less than a fortnight ago, and I don't want anyone to find out. They'll think I'm incompetent.
If you sign this form, I'll deal with the spiders.
You need a rod of fire. Interesting. Well, your proposal sounds fair. Clear out the storerooms and I will sign your form.
All right, I'll do it.
Wonderful. Here is the key. Oh, and be careful in there. I'd really like to keep the damage done to the Circle's property to a minimum.
That's gonna be... Hang on to that thought. Very faint, lovely. Well, I am unarmed. Okay. Mage robes, apprentice cowl. Ugh. I guess. Is there a way to, like, not look at that? Ring of study. I didn't realize I had that. Settings. Options. Video? I am sure there's a way to turn off helmets. Yes. Yes, I'm sure there are. Nightmarish. Okay, what if I just don't wear it? What if it's awful and I hate it and I don't want to look at it? Oh, yes. Willpower magic. Yes, so this is much better. I'm really glad I did something about that.
And so I shall. As you desire.
I should take a look at that. Spirit charm. Fire resistance. I'll keep the willpower. Thank you. If I feel menaced, I can always change it. No, that's tactics. Oh, I can see the whole map here. Perfect. Oh yes, you are unpleasant.
Well, all lovely. It's the story of the way we go on. Truly, it is. What a mess.
Extremely rude. That's what that was. Well, my health is back up. Ah, it just isn't here yet. Well then. Ah. Sorry, you frightened me. Oh no. No. Let's do that instead. I just want to make sure I don't actually damage anything. In case that's the thing we're actually doing. Well then. Let's take it. I don't know how it got there, but I will accept it.
And so I shall.
Let's see.
As you desire.
Ooh, 14 gold on top of it all. Is this like a bad time to mention that A, the spiders don't have skeletons, and B, I highly dislike spiders? 0 out of 10, would not recommend. Except that one cute animated spider. Except for that one. Well, come on.
Another creature ahead.
Yes, I see it.
Of course. And so I shall.
What's a rock salve? Increases armor and physical resistance, but decreases movement and attack speed. Hmm. Good to know. Fade Striders. Let's see. That sounds like something I could potentially use. +1 magic. Well, well, welly, well, well. That looks unpleasant. Oh, is that... Terrifying. I didn't agree to this. Ah, okay. Yes, I did. That is exactly what I agreed to. Okay, it's more or less the same. The only thing that's different is how strong my spells are, and that sounds promising, so I will swap this out for these unnerving spiders with skeletons. Yep. I knew it. Ew. Extremely unpleasant, as you can tell probably from my face. I did not approve of that. So there's health potions and lesser health potions. That's good. Poultice? I have never actually had to say this word out loud. I have only ever read it. As you can tell. And I will be leaving now. Goodbye. Because there's stock here and I don't want to ruin it. Okay. 2. Well. So glad to have been here for that. I probably should move lyrium potions to... Sure. All right. Well then.
Of course.
Oh, quest updated presumably means I'm not going to get assaulted anymore. Let's see what my map looks like. Yeah, no, I've made my rounds. Guess it's onward and upward for me.
Lovely.
There we go. Shoo.
You're back. Are the spiders gone?
I've dealt with your infestation.
Oh, wonderful. You're a lifesaver. Now, where was that form you wanted me to sign?
Here it is.
Right. There you go. How's that?
Excellent, thank you.
It was a pleasure. You'll go far in the circle, I bet. I hope that rod of fire comes in useful. It was the least I could do.
Just hang on to that thought, shall we? Oh. Maleficarum. This one I actually don't remember how to describe necessarily. Oh, silly me. Journal. Codex. It sounds very familiar, but I don't quite remember. Eternity, Hierarchy, History, Harrowing, Maleficarum. Okay, they're like apostates, but worse. That's... really what it is? Those who bring harm without provocation to the least of his children are hated and accursed by the Maker, and so it is made clear to me, as it should be to us all, that magic which fuels itself by harming others by the letting of blood is hated by the Maker. Blood mages. Okay. The mages who honor the Maker and keep his laws we welcome as our brothers and sisters. Those who reject the laws of the Maker and the word of his prophet are apostates. They shall be cast out and given no place among us. It's from Justinian the First or something, who was presumably not a mage. Guaranteed not a mage.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
Here's the signed form.
Everything looks to be in order. Here is the rod you requested.
Cool. I missed the door. See, Jowan, I feel like somehow I would not be able to just, like, run away if I ever left the circle. Like, I just feel like I am an idiot sandwich. Right of annulment, which, by the way, is what he was talking about when he said they could erase the circle. That's what he meant. You could just wipe it all out.
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. Blessed are the penitents who seek his return. Blessed is the prophetess, purified by flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition. So let it be. Oh, I didn't see you there. I recite the Maker's blessings every day. It brings me peace in troubled times.
Are you in trouble?
No, not really. It's just... I don't want to bore you with this.
It's alright, I want to know.
It gives me hope that one day the Maker will hear us. That maybe I'll be forgiven and my curse will be lifted.
Curse?
Magic. What else?
Magic isn't a curse.
Magic causes such misery. It's dangerous and vile and wicked. The Chantry must protect the world from us. Being born with something so terrible must be a punishment. I wish I could be rid of it.
You could ask to be made tranquil.
That takes the magic from me? It does, doesn't it?
It also takes away your ability to feel.
I had heard that, but life without magic is so tempting. I should go. My mentor only allows a few minutes each day for religious contemplation.
Well, I mean, if she's happier that way... she seems pretty tormented right now, I don't know. Tormented, not tormented, but I'm gonna say it however I want, apparently.
I hate waiting. It makes me nervous.
I have the rod of fire.
That was quick.
To the repository, then. Freedom awaits.
Alright, I guess that we're just gonna go? I don't know where the repository is. You do. Why are you following me? Oh my god. Bitch, I do not know where this is. Let's go see if it's one floor down. We'll pretend that I said other things. Okay, map. Okay, we're gonna hang her right here.
Of course.
I'll lead us to the repository, she says. Don't worry about it, she says. I'll take care of it, she says. And here I am, leading us.
The Chantry calls this entrance the Victim's Door. It is built of 277 planks, one for each original Templar. It is a reminder of all the dangers those cursed with magic pose.
How do you know this?
Initiates must learn the Circle's history if they are to work with Templars and Mages.
Looks just like any other door.
The doors can be opened only by a Templar and a Mage entering together. The Chantry provides the password, which primes the ward, and the Mage touches it with mana to release it.
Since you have the password, can't Jowan help you enter?
The ward only responds to the touch of one who has been through the Harrowing.
So what must I do?
First, the password. Sword of the Maker, Tears of the Fade.
Is that it?
The
Command
password only primes the door. Now it must feel the touch of mana. Any spell will do, but hurry.
This is... They don't talk about mana much after this, honestly.
Thank you for your help. Freedom is so close. I can almost taste it.
I'm so nervous things will go wrong.
Everything happens for a reason.
What's that supposed to mean?
It just seemed like the appropriate thing to say.
Well, let's just concentrate on what we're doing. I'm so nervous things will go wrong.
What will you do after you escape?
Lily and I will get married somewhere. Away from the Circle and its rules.
Perhaps on the outskirts of Ferelden.
Or in Orlais. Just far from here. We'll live a quiet life. Away from magic. Maybe we can buy a farm one day.
A farm? Well, suit yourself, I guess.
Well, let's just concentrate on what we're doing.
Okay. Actually, this is probably a grand time to wrap it up before we get too much into this quest. And then the next quest, we can always start this up next time. So thank you for those of you who stuck around. And I will see you later. I guess I have not saved at all until this point. I'm brave.